Today is Thursday, January 7th, 2021, and my people, it's about that time.
Like a boss.
Live from the USA, helping you get paid every day. This is the boss of Bitcoin, the Cristo of crypto. It's your boy BK. And if you don't like me, you must not like money. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Today we are looking at a price target prediction of $50,000. I remember just the other day we was sitting, like at 18, 19, 20. And here we are, long and strong, north of 39 grand. Might be able to hit our head on 50 racks. I'm going to be doing a live technical analysis on this Bitcoin price model using the boss method. So if this is your first time tuning in, congratulations, baby. You are now rocking with the best. My name is BK, also known as the Crypto Trader. Now I'm the boss of these charts, as you will soon find out. Every day I grace this microphone with my voice is another day you can profit as a result, and today is no exception. So what I do every time I do a video on this channel, I give away some free BTC. All you need to do is jump in the #1 Bitcoin group in the world on Facebook, #1Bitcoin. We got 20,000 people growing every day, and I make a post like this to where all you need to do is share this post to win free Bitcoin. 17 people did it. Let's go ahead and pick somebody to win some free BTC. Let's scroll down and make sure everybody's loaded up. My man Tevin Griffin shared this thing about 15 times. Thank you for the love. Let's see. January 7th, 2021, 7 minus 1 is 6. Let's go 6 from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tevin, you won, BK. There you go. My man Tevin shared this thing like at least 18 times. Tevin, from now on, you only gonna be able to enter one time per video. All right, you slid through the cracks on this one. I gotta make a Tevin rule because we gonna have the same people sharing this thing 15,000 times, right? So my man, shout out to my man Tevin. You know what I'm saying? He the first one to ever do that. I haven't seen that before, but yay, you got it, man. So do me a favor, shoot me a BTC wallet on Facebook. I'll send you a couple bucks Bitcoin as a token of my appreciation. Thank you for joining me, Mr. Tevin, and thank you, the viewer. This is one of the fastest growing crypto trading channels in the world. My name is BK. I got this one thing called the boss method. If you want to learn how to make some money, type in how to chart like a boss. You gonna be well on your way to getting paid in the market. Let's go ahead and make this money. This is why I think Bitcoin may be able to run higher on this cycle. Now, granted, we are experiencing a little bit of parabolic action. I'm gonna show you that in the charts. However, we have not reached the top of market penetration insofar as Google Trends is concerned. We hit the peak if the highest number ever recorded for Google searches for the word Bitcoin happened back in December of 2017, and we're not even like halfway there yet. We still have room to run on this whole thing. We're only at a market penetration rate of about 50, right? And so if you use, they call this sentiment analysis, if you use the excitement, the energy, the anticipation of a certain word in correlation with its corresponding market price, Bitcoin is only about halfway to the top right now, And so that's why I say this thing could go higher. We started this run a long time ago. If you look at the charts, like the time to really jump in the market, let's see here. The time to really, get serious about Bitcoin was probably down here. Once it really had legs and stood on top of $10,000 like a boss, right? Now we sitting up here at 40,000. Everybody and their mama want to come buy some Bitcoin right now, right? Time to buy it, even if you was late to the party, even if you was a little late to the party, time to buy it was, 10, 20 grand in between there, right? Even down there at like 16.5, you would have doubled your damn money by now, almost 3x'd it. in a couple months. Wall Street ain't doing that. Warren Buffett ain't doing that. Billy G ain't doing that with no damn Microsoft and no COVID vaccines. But goddamn Bitcoin is doing it. Hand over fist, right? And so we're going to jump into that chart in a second. But I wanted to take some other causation and correlation as to why the price could be increasing at the rate that it's increasing right now. This is an article just from today, you know, published 10 o'clock this morning. Why the price has exploded, where can it go from here, right? Academic rigor, journalistic flair. I like that title. Bitcoin achieved remarkable rise in 2020 in spite of many things that would normally make investors wary, including China tensions, Brexit, and of course, CV-19. Right? This thing started at $4,000 in the middle of March after the CV-19 crash that damn near shook the whole world to its core. Y'all don't even realize this, but right here, this little crash right there, when you take that money and put it on Wall Street, right? When you go to Wall Street's chart, that crash right there was bigger than the dot-com bubble and the Great Recession combined. Right? And Wall Street looking just as good as Bitcoin nowadays, to where it really has not seen the adverse effect of CV-19, right? You know, here it goes right here. This is on the Russell 2000. But this crash right there, especially when you look at it on the NASDAQ, bigger than the dot-com bubble and the Great Recession combined. You know, a lot of people aren't familiar with that. They're not aware of that, right? That was a lot of money that got wiped off the table, and now since we've recovered and we're going up, at some point I think the chickens will be coming home to roost, and you know, Wall Street does have a very high correlation to Bitcoin. However, this is not talking about the down, it's talking about the up. Said since it climbed to all-time highs of 38,000 of them things, making headlines day after day, week after week, month after month. This is one of the most profitable cryptocurrencies of all time. So what has driven this huge price appreciation, and what's different to the bubble of 2017? One reason for this price increase, there's been a big influx of many investors from large-scale institutions. I've covered some of this on my channel itself. PayPal. For number one that I could think of, such as pension schemes, university endowment funds, and investment trusts, and PayPal. Number one money mover of digital money in the world is PayPal. They just announced this year that they would be advocating for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. PayPal Bitcoin, right? They gonna let you get paid in cryptocurrency. This was just announced not even 2 months ago, you know? They got Bitcoin officially recognized on PayPal. PayPal is digital money for the world, right? And so PayPal was one of the huge institutions that finally recognized it, advocated for it, and also built in some framework to include it within their operations for a long time, about 10 years, 12 years. It wasn't should we buy Bitcoin, it was how do we integrate the blockchain into our current status quo, right? Visa had to solve this problem. PayPal had to solve this problem. American Express has to solve that problem, right? Wall Street had to solve that problem. Dow Jones had to solve that problem. Berkshire Hathaway had to solve that problem. That's why Berkshire Hathaway went and bought Poloniex and Circle, so they could just acquire their technology and integrate it into the existing company. Don't get it twisted. Warren Buffett might not own Bitcoin, but goddammit, he owns Circle and Poloniex, which in turn owns Bitcoin. You see what I'm saying? Right? Own nothing, control everything. And so as a result, you know, from these large scale institutions, then yes, you do see a 3-fold, 20-fold run, you know, from $3,000 that it was after that 2017 big run, right? They talk about some of the CJBs and some of the big institutional investors that have speculated on the price of Bitcoin. And hey, look right there. PayPal now allows customers to buy, hold, and sell directly from their PayPal account. Square, also, I reported on Square on my channel. That's the CEO from Twitter. He's been taking Bitcoin for a couple years now, right? Cash App, same thing, right? And they say Visa has been warming up to Bitcoin, credit cards, debit cards, and Coinbase. I think Coinbase is going to be launching their own debit card very soon as well, right? But this is the big thing. Besides all this mainstream enthusiasm, the carnage brought by CV19 has led huge stimulus package from the governments, free money from a broken government to a desolate people. Many central banks printing more money. This could drive up inflation, which in turn lowers your rate of utilization and expenditure. Indeed, the Federal Reserve last year signaled it would be slightly more tolerant of raising prices when it relaxed its blase, blase, blah. Fuck the Federal Reserve. If you haven't heard it on this channel before, I don't think I ever said it, but just so we're clear, F those guys right there. In the face of this threat, investments like Bitcoin are being considered a store of value. Read that Bitcoin is a store of value. It is the most valuable financial vehicle ever invented in the history of humanity. You cannot buy a brand new Mercedes-Benz right now for 37 grand, but goddammit, you could buy one Bitcoin for that much. Guess which one is going to be even more valuable 2 to 5 years from now? You see what I'm saying? Bitcoin is the most valuable financial vehicle ever invented in the history of humanity. Until it's probably about 10 times as expensive as the most expensive car, then the world will not realize that, right? The market has not realized that. Financial vehicles are more valuable than physical ones. Mark my words, right? Because the minute you drive that car off the lot, you just lost about 40% of your investment, right? And what else did they talk about? They talked about the halving. We got another halving come up in a couple years. Central banks, we're next. David Rosenberg. So what to believe? There are plenty of very bullish forecasts for the price in 2021. The Winklevoss twins, who are very, very rich and will soon be the richest people in the world, the founders of the crypto exchange Gemini, believe Bitcoin will eventually hit $500,000 per coin. Citigroup says 318,000 by December 2021. These parties have skin in the game. However, in March 2020, the prospect of Bitcoin reaching 30,000 seemed impossible. That's very true. Wherever the price goes from here, fortunes of the leading cryptocurrency are clearly going to be the world's financial stories in the year ahead, right? So there you go, man. He's basically saying that it's a lot of big money at the table, finally putting their money down, PayPal included, and advocating for the greatest financial vehicle ever invented in the history of the damn world. Bitcoin to the USD. Mark my words, this $30,000 will seem cheap about 10 years from now, right? You go saying, I wish I could have bought Bitcoin at $39,000, right? And so now what I'm going to do is show you guys again how to chart like a boss. If you want to learn how to trade with BK, all you need to do is sign up for the one of the two premium trading groups on bossofbitcoin.com. The first is the profit package. The second is the boss alert messages. The right hand side is for the active crypto traders in the group that probably have a few $1,000s in the market and want to learn how to trade with BK. Let's go ahead and get into this chart. This is on the 7 hour. Let's jump to the daily. I'm going to show you. I'm going to jump in, jump out like double dutch, right? We're on a large scale. So right now we're going all the way back to 2017. This is our daily chart. Why is it Binance? Let's do it on Coinbase. I think Coinbase has much more data than Binance because it was out longer. Gemini. Yeah, we can do this one. This one's fine. All right. So first things you want to know is this is an accelerated growth rate, right? Off to the races. Last time I did that, right? Y'all and right, y'all, right? I've done it like 3 times in the past 3 years. If you do a horizontal Fibonacci, right from where that thing started at, this is essentially where we are right now. First things you want to know, this 19.7, that red line, that was your ceiling. It was your ceiling over here. and it was your ceiling over here. And notice all I did, this is very, very, very easy using my methodology. All I did was took a flat Fibonacci from the breakout area right there at the bottom of that curve where that white line went over that blue, 7/77, to the breakdown area right here. And the harmonics just work. After that, it's just like magic. You know what I'm saying? So this was our suppression line, this red line right here. And that was right around $20,000. In addition to that, we had a micro suppression kind of built into this thing, just caked up all the way in there, right at 8 grand, right? And so what this means is if by some huge catastrophic event, Bitcoin goes under 19,000, then more than likely it will not stay under 8 grand for a prolonged period of time. This is kind of like the floor under the floor. That's like the basement, you know what I'm saying? The basement 20-story concrete slab that they build under one of those huge skyscrapers. Just in case the whole damn building fall and the tower fall over, you ain't gonna fall through that 20-story concrete slab it got under there, right? And so that's kind of like the floor 2, right? This is the first floor right here. Floor 1 is at 20,000 now, right? And one of the other things I saw when I was building this chart for you guys is you kind of have these different growth rates in this thing. If you just take a slope line right here, boom, boom, this pretty much gives you the rate of growth for a big breakout for Bitcoin, right? And we're on top of that right now. Now, if you do this, copy and paste it, put it on top of here, that kind of gives you like the top of the candle, right? So Bitcoin could keep running. What I'm saying is Bitcoin could keep running. You still have a part of the chart, that upper green line, that Bitcoin has the energy to keep going on top of. And as long as we're on top of that green line, it essentially becomes like this accelerated growth rate floor until we break down under this one. Right? This is going to be Bitcoin's channel, either on top of that green bar or up under it. And so, let's see. There's one other thing. That's going to be the channel that Bitcoin's running in, top to top. Let's do this for right now. Look at that, that's amazing. All right, so this thing is running hot right now, right? All I did was I moved the Fibonacci scale to like this quicker breakout, which was right there, because it just cleaned it up. And once that happened, you can see like how the harmonics work on this thing. The 2.2 to 2.6 started our little increase right there, had a little flux wave between the 3.2 and the 3.6. And then bam, look at that. Right at our energy capstone, 4.2 to 4.6. That's where we started to literally extinguish this chart cycle. Now, all of this energy is basically going to that point right there, right? And that's going to be our decision point for Bitcoin. And that's going to come early March 2021. Now, what can happen is since we're essentially on top of this trend right now, what can happen is you could see Bitcoin shoot up again to that 50K marker. That's where that 50K comes from. It's basically the natural extension of all of this energy right there and saying how high can it go over time, right? The ceiling becomes between $50,000 and $54,000, right? Now, once it gets there, more than likely it's going to get tired and it's going to need to take a break. That's when you'll start to see it come down to gain ground on this line. And I think a lot of this energy is going to be centralized right here around this date, 3/4, 3/14. And that's Pi Day, the perfect circle. Everything comes back in order. And so that's just something to keep in mind, right? If we want to do this, and that was the macro analysis, right? Now I'm gonna show you a quick micro analysis. We're gonna jump down on a 30. Actually, we can do it on a 77 a little bit better. Remember, I told you that this point of the chart, this 20K was essentially the new floor. That's when Bitcoin really came together, and if it was gonna break down, I think that was the time for it to break down and go back down to like 10,000, right? But instead, we took the elevator up, and here we are, right? So we use this anchor point as kind of like our first BTC extension. You can see that that thing is almost running out right now, right? You have another one right here. Boom, boom. And guess what? You start to get some of these white bars right on top of each other. That means that that energy system is starting to extinguish as well, right? So you got a white bar system right there, white bar system right there, right? And then you got one last one up here at the top. Boom, boom, right? And all I'm doing is looking for these different areas of congruence to where these bars come together at, because more than likely that will be where the energy stops at, where the energy cycles change at, right? And if we wanted to do it that way, we could actually do it that way. That one looks better, right? So I took 3 different Fibonacci extensions. That cycle, that cycle, and that cycle. And now I laid them all on top of each other. And you can just start to see where the frequencies occur at, right? Right there to right there. You got about 6 different termination cycles laid pretty close on top of each other. And then you got scattered out extensions between it, right? Highest being 56. The lowest being 44, right? Of all these different extensions. And actually the micro lowest was 37.5, and we're on top of that one right now, right? And so now we're starting to flux up, but we're gonna have a pretty hard ceiling here at 40 grand. And that's why I'm making this video, basically to say, if Bitcoin, when Bitcoin can break through $40,000, well then guess what? The next natural extension is probably gonna be between 46 and 47K. Right, 45 at least. You could put money down on the table and say once it breaks 40, then it's running up to 45. More than likely, it's going to hit its head on 48,000. Boom, boom, boom. And so this is actually what I teach in my trading group. So if we were trading this would be a limit sale up here, and we would like tear this thing off, to where once it hit each one of those prices, we would get rid of a little bit more Bitcoin until by the time we got up there, we would probably sell the rest of whatever we had, right? Because at that point, once it reaches that point, it has more top-down pressure on it, and it's gonna wanna come back down to somewhere like this. You see, once it does something like that, then it'll feel better doing something like that. And it's really just a natural extension of this trading sequence on a much bigger scale. And so that's what I teach in my trading groups. We actually hit a few big trades just like this. I believe Theta was one of them. So if I pull up, let me see if I could pull this up for you guys. Here it goes right here. This was a chart I had given my group on New Year's Eve, right? To where I said, God, Theta is a buy, jump in Theta. And I gave them these different limit sales. I said 7,000 to 74 is a very strong target. And if you ain't scared, scared money don't make none. Put the rest above 7,800 Satoshis, right? Theta, when you type it in, THETA, right? To the Bitcoin, to the BTC. Guess what? That top line, 7,800 Satoshis, hit nail on the damn head. And so that's the service that I offer in my trading communities. This is specifically for the Boss Alert Messages group. So I offer two services. The first is a profit package, top 7 coins to swing trade every 7 days. I'm making a list after this video. I'll be sending the top 7 coins out to that profit package group. And also, the Boss Alert Messages, they get the profit package included. They also get exclusive videos, private communities, live market trading, portfolio management, and detailed trading targets on when and where to cash out at. You know what I'm saying? The easiest way to become very, very wealthy over time is to never take a big loss. And the other thing I teach is how you swing the different value sets in the market, when you should value Bitcoin, when you should value Ethereum, when you should value dollars, right? Change of values, change of worth. Too many people value things that are going down in value, not going up. We always trade going up. That's why we always go win hand over fist, right? And that's why your boy is the boss. Holla at your boy. It's a new year. Let's get this money. 50,000. You know what I'm saying? I was on here doing videos when Bitcoin was $500, $600, $700. I remember I did a Don't Believe the Hype video, right? When I told you to sell Ethereum at $476, $67, something like that. And it dropped down 40, 50% inside a week, right? But then people came and hated on me like, oh, BK, you just mad at Ethereum because you don't own Ethereum. I pulled up a screenshot of Coinbase at the time. I don't trust Coinbase no more, though. I don't fuck with the boys in blue. You know what I'm saying? Don't trust the feds. But back at the time I did. And I showed them screenshots like, your boy BK bought Ethereum at $7. You know what I'm saying? So I just go where the money at. You know, show me the money. That's where I'm going to show my value, right? So if you appreciate that, I appreciate you. Welcome to the new age. It's good to be here, baby. We on the other side. We are officially a part of history. This is the #1 crypto trading channel on YouTube. My name is BK the Crypto Trader. I'm glad to be here. I hope you are too. With that being said, everybody, it's that time of the day. Signing out. Boss. Boy BK, no matter where you stay. Brazil to Bay, California, all the way back out through Jerk, Money. Good night, good morning, and good day. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your time. Hit that thumbs up button for a player. Jump into VIP trading groups. Come holler at your boy. Let's get this money. Do that for me if you appreciate mine. Till we meet again, stay cryptic, y'all. Peace.
Like a boss.
Huh. Huh.